Hi everyone, my name is Megan, and for my poetry book presentation today, I chose to read this book called Exploding Gravy. The author is by X.J. Kennedy, and illustrator is Joy Allen. This book was published by Little Brown and Company in the year 2002. It is a poetry book. It's kind of like if you've ever read Shel Silverstein or Silverstein. It's kind of like that. It has little poems on each side. It goes through different little stories, different poems that are really short. Some of them are kind of longer, such as that one. That one's a little bit longer. I chose this book because when I went to the library, I asked the librarian about children's poetry, and she pointed out a couple different ones. And this one struck out to me because it is so funny. Like when you start reading these poems, it's hilarious, some of these poems. And so I wanted to share one of my favorite ones with you, which is called A Choosy Wolf. And it says, "Why won't you eat me, wolf?" I asked. "I wouldn't be much fun too. Besides, I'm into natural foods that nothing has been done to." So it's just kind of funny. It's a little twist on Little Red Riding Hood and the wolf. It has lots of these funny poems inside of it that I really liked. And also the illustrations. If you can see the illustrations there, I don't know if you can see them, but they're really detailed, and you can tell the illustrator put a lot of time into each and every single one of these poems as you go through. It's just funny when you look at all of these different photos. Like this one, you can tell how much time that must have taken to draw out all of that and make it match the poem that was written. Another one of the things that I thought was interesting about this book is some of the poems are a little bit creepy. One of my favorite ones I guess it wasn't my favorite, but it was kind of creepy, was over here, and it's about this mom shark and a baby shark, and it said the mom of the baby blue shark, "Try the beach at the national park. You'll have wonderful fun making everyone run. Just be sure, dear, you're home before dark." So as a young reader, you might see this and be like, "Oh, that's kind of creepy. Mom's telling them to go scare people on the beach." But it also has a sense of humor to it, I think. One of the interesting things about this book also is that it actually goes through different sections. So let's see if I can get to it real quick. One second. This first section would be on far out families. So it has a bunch of different poems on families and like sibling rivalries and all that different stuff. And then the second one would be on witches, ghosts, dragons, and monsters. And then the third one's on food, and so on and so forth. It just has different topics, which I thought was really interesting because in a lot of other poetry books, you don't really find that. It's just kind of thrown together, which they're great poems, but they're just kind of thrown together. So I thought that was interesting how the illustrator and the author decided to combine their poems into different subcategories and topics. So yeah, this is the book that I chose. It's called Exploding Gravy, Poems to Make You Laugh. And I love that little picture on the front. Super funny. It's by X.J. Kennedy, and I found it in the local Rexburg library, so it's pretty popular. But yeah, this was a really great book. I definitely would encourage you to go check it out and read some funny poems to your kids, or really for anyone, because I think they're hilarious. But thanks, guys. Thanks for listening.